Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. Welcome back to some Pokemon TCG. I'm still getting everything set up here, but I believe I have started all the streams. I think everything is rocking and rolling. Music is making sounds. Now all that's left to do is figure out what we're doing with the night. I do have issues right now, and my issues are NAIC is in like 2 weeks, and I don't know what I want to play. But I am leaving 2 weeks from today, to head to New Orleans on Tuesday the 9th. And I need to be locked in by probably the end of this week is when I realistically need to be locked in. On one hand, I know the right decision. I know the right decision. The right decision is Dragapult because, of course, it's Dragapult. It's the BDIF for a reason. But if that's the route I'm going, I need to be prepared for those mirror matches. I think I'm okay with the mirror matches. I just don't necessarily know that I want to do that for 2 days, but I want to do everything I can to ensure I can try and get a day 2. And today, honestly, today's not about me picking a deck, because I do that kind of off stream. What I'm playing on stream is not always what I am planning to try and go with. Most likely, I will end up going with some version of Dragapult. I'm back and forth between Neo Upper Energy and the Unfair Stamp. I haven't fully committed one way or the other what I think is the most optimal build there. Of course, there is always Raging Bolt. And if we are expecting a high percentage of Dragapult, it could always be just going like straight Clefairy box. I don't know. There's so many things. Tonight, though, I do want to play around with the Beedrill deck, just because I think it's kind of a silly deck. And I would like to play at least a few games with it. It is somewhat of a... I think it's probably maybe a low C tier deck. It's one of the... It's kind of gimmicky in the part of, it can hit for 440 damage if you're able to get the perfect setup. It doesn't have a lot of ways to heal, but it is only a 2-prizer. There aren't many Pokemon in the format right now that can easily reach 310, so you typically have a couple of turns. It has a pretty quick setup with the Force of Vitality and a Dawn, so like there is positives to the deck. It's definitely not something though that I would feel comfortable taking, because I just don't know that it has that type of hit. Another potential that honestly could be pretty decent right now is Slowking. Slowking does have a pretty decent matchup into Dragapult, thanks to Kyurem, thanks to being a single prize deck, thanks to being able to, utilize Lily's Clefairy for higher damage. I just don't know that I want to play Slowking, personally. I don't know if that's the deck I would have the most fun playing. So yeah, I've so much to try and figure out. I've really just been kind of going a little crazy about it the last couple days, trying to determine if there's anything that I want to do other than Dragapult. Well, how you doing? Welcome on in. I enjoy playing Dragapult, I really do, but I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy playing the mirror match multiple times in the same day. Or I do think that the Dusclops version the Dusknoir is probably the strongest version in this format, thanks to special red card, thanks to the increase of people playing Hammer, so that way you can Rose's Encouragement. So on that part, do we need to play multiple Rose's Encouragement? Do we drop Hilda altogether, play Unfair Stamp, play 3 Crispin, or maybe 2 Crispin, 2 Rose? I don't know, there's so many thoughts to be had, and I have not had a lot of them play Lugia V-Star. When I tell you I would absolutely love to play some Lugia V-Star. Lugia V-Star was such a fun deck to play. getting to get Archeops up, and then I accelerate all those energy. Oh my, it was such a fun deck to play. I still had the most fun playing Miraidon, but will never happen again. All right, we are starting things off tonight with the Beedrill deck. Probably only play it for a couple games unless we like really get hot with it. I have not played a lot with it, so bear with me here in this first game. It might go poorly. My sequencing might be pretty abysmal. I'm fairly certain we want to go first. Try and get the most out of our setup, so that way turn 2 for us, theoretically, we could do that. I think just everything wants to go first right now. Just because the format right now is just beating your opponent to evolving. Just really seems to be the state of the game right now, is beat your opponent to evolving. We were playing against a Meganium deck, so potential of a good play of wanting to go first. We have a strong hand if we could just grab a Force to Vitality. We'll grab you. You. Yeah, this isn't terrible if we can just top deck Forest and we go Kakuna, Beedrill, Dawn, Kakuna, Beedrill. This is Applin, or Hydrapple. This is Hydrapple. This is another deck that I need to play at some point. I don't think it's one I want to play. It is a decent meta call right now. I don't know that I necessarily want to play it, but I think I need to play it just to be a little bit more understanding of how its matchup goes. Okay, we are not going to get the request that I wanted, so let's go ahead and play the Dawn. We could Dawn to have Meowth for next turn. I don't know how impactful that would be. Or, I mean, we could Dawn for Meowth to have Meowth next turn to Meowth for, like, Lily. Honestly, getting Secret Box in hand would be super, super impactful. My thought is we grab Dunsparce to Dunsparce. Because I can already evolve this Kakuna. Or we just grab Meowth. And then next turn we hit a Lily. I think that probably is better. So we'll grab Meowth, Kakuna, and I guess a Beedrill. We Meowth, we evolve both Kakunas. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Because there's a chance they also give me the Stadium that I need. Because I also don't necessarily want to put out the Force to Vitality right now. You know what? We might as well. We might as well hang down for 20. Because we don't really want to put up Force of Vitality because that they benefit off that as well. So this is actually a pretty decent position for us right now. What is? Are they just hitting Traverse Time? Oh, yeah, shoot, they had a pretty bad start. So we get to attack here. We get to be set up here. We get to take the first prize. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Yohan, how are you doing? Welcome on in. And then we'll play that. If we had Judge, I feel like Judge would be pretty decent to grab right here. But we do not. Darth Vader, how you doing? Here, Lurkin. Love the lurk. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I do not think it's worth. It is absolutely not worth doing anything with a secret box at this point. I think we just take the knock. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm just still trying to figure out what we're doing for NAIC. But could honestly, I mean, Lucario could be a fun one. I don't know. Really, honestly, whatever deck we go with has to be able to go toe-to-toe with Dragapult. Which is the difficulty right now. Is pretty much the only thing that goes toe-to-toe with Dragapult right now is Dragapult. Ooh, they do get the full Hydrapple set up here. Hydrapple can reach some high numbers. Maybe a Meowth for a Lily, yeah. Hydrapple can reach some very high numbers. So Hydrapple hits 30 damage for each grass energy attached to all the Pokemon. Meganium is, of course, doubling the grass energy. So for just one grass energy, they can attack, which does 30 plus, which is actually 30, then plus the energy. So just for the energy to attack, you're already doing 90. Then for this energy here is another 60 on top of it, so 150. So, I mean, it can very quickly reach some high numbers. We just need to hope that it whiffs these high numbers, but it doesn't look like it's going to. But I am curious how they plan to get into active without attaching and retreating. So we might have a moment here where they don't get the... They would need an energy switch or an air balloon. I don't think they play a switch card. I think they... Oh, no, Rippling Charge. I forgot that does accelerate energy. Never mind. That is their energy acceleration. I did forget the ability accelerates to anything, not just itself. So, yeah, so they accelerate to that, and then they can attach. But that's doing 61 or 12, 18. It's doing 21 right now, I believe, if my math is correct. Doing good. Had an excellent Mel day today. Fez, Mega Greninja, Cosmo, Foil, Giovanni's for the Haunch deck, as well as a playset of Pokepads for said Haunch deck. Let's go. Did you see Haunch? Haunch has had some pretty decent runs recently. Haunch is definitely... Haunch is another deck I am considering for NAIC. Being a single prize deck, it doesn't have, you know, the worst matchup into Dragapult, and it can be a pretty decent matchup if it gets going quick enough. So I don't know. 180, I'm okay with that. We have... This is actually very okay for us, because we can just boss and kill their Hydrapple. And try and make this a little bit more difficult for them. Do I have the pieces to set up another? No, we do have a prize Kakuna. So we can go this... This... Now we should be hitting for 330 exactly, so we boss this. Do we boss this? I mean, because we can hit 330 again later. I mean, we can hit 220 easily even after they kill us, because we'll have minimum 2 guys left alive. So I think we do boss kill this. The Dunsparce EX is also pretty good since they're all EXs. So that's also not a terrible guy to have down. I don't think I want to put them in play just yet due to the fact that they could easily get stuck in active. I don't think we'll use a Lily anymore. Dawn could still come up. Get rid of the other Ultra Ball. I think we might maybe just grab Fez and bench Fez. Just to be ready for the next turn in case they also hand disrupt us. That's kind of where I'm leaning. Also, how much does the Dunsparce do? It's 60 times, right? 60 for each EX in play. So that's 60... That's 120, that's 18, that's 24, that's 300. Yeah. Do we have a way out of active? I mean, also if they boss us up there, it's not really stuck in active. We just attach it to energy and start swinging. So maybe I am okay with putting that into play. I think I am okay with putting that into play, actually. And we'll bring this up. We'll punch for 330. Even if they hand disrupt us, if they kill with the with that, we draw 2 cards. I think we're in a pretty good spot here, actually. I got a ton more mail on the way. Some gym leader challenge cards I found someone selling. The Chaos Rising ETB sleeves, of course. I mean, I'm so sad I have yet to find a Chaos Rising ETB. I keep checking every time I'm near a store. I also need to check my TCG player because I'm pretty sure I ordered stuff that hasn't come in yet. One of those GLC cards includes a Japanese Gardevoir from Black and White that has the ability to double the psychic energy in play. That score for $9 is slowly on the rise. Nice pickup. Oh, shoot. Did I never click order? I opened up TCG and... No, I never clicked order! I've been waiting for, like, the past, like, week. I was like, man, where is this? I was like, maybe not the last week. I was like, man, I could have sworn I ordered this. Where are these cards at? And then as soon as I open up TCG Player, the first thing I see is that there's four things in my cart. I never clicked order. No! Let me double check my order history. That I didn't order them and then it's just sitting there. No, I never ordered. I was ordering some judges. Not that I even know if my current whatever I'm going to play to NAIC is going to play judge, but I figured I might as well pick these up because I just like them. Oh, did they get more expensive? No, it's the shipping. Oh, the shipping price changed. I was like, why are 4 cards costing me $5? Because this place has bad shipping. Let me see if I can find a place with cheaper shipping. Hey, we did get unfair stamped. What a surprise. 1 package. I'll pay $1.49 of shipping of 1 package. It's better than 2 packages. Lightly played and moderately played. No. I want... Hey, we drew 2 cards. And I'm pretty sure we do have enough right now for Dunsparce to get the knockout, right? 60, 6, 12, 18, 24, yeah. Although, I mean, Beedrill also gets the knockout right now. It has more HP. And also already has energy attached to it. I think I'm okay actually sending you. I'll send you, that's fine. X written for 300. Kakuna, because the other Kakuna is prized. And then let's flippy the Scrippy. Got a secret box. I don't know if there's anything off the secret box I want this turn. I can't think of anything off the secret. I mean, other than just setting up another Kakuna. Actually, just setting up another Kakuna is not bad. Or another Beedrill. Ooh, we could boss. I don't necessarily care for the boss. Red card doesn't do anything. I mean, we definitely grab the Lucky Helmet. We'll grab the Forest, because why not? Ultra Ball the Forest, and Badoo. Because I think there is still another Beedrill in deck, right? And we'll grab the other Beedrill. And then a supporter. I mean, it's either grab a boss and boss this turn. Could just boss the Meganium. We could boss the Meganium and put us on proper prize run. Because no matter what they attack with, it has to be a 2-prizer. Make them have to chase a little bit harder. I mean, I'm already going down to I mean, it's fine. This just makes it a little bit harder for them to reach the knockout, and then, I mean, I have 2 easy people to knock out their 2 prizers in play. They don't really play a single prizer that can reach 270. So this should just be in the bag. The only way I see this going poorly for us is if they, like, trap something in the active, like Meowth. I mean, even then, they have to knock it out eventually. They don't really play anything that can, like, manipulate damage, where they can keep something trapped long enough to, like, Monkey Dory over any amount of damage. Okay, let me actually click order on this, on these cards before I guess I forget to do so again. It's crazy. Gotta get 3 more of those Paldean Fate Judge full arts. Of all ones out in my Chomp decks. What's the Paldean Fate? Is that the, Do I have the Paldean Fate ones? I have some full art judges, but I don't know. I've gone very much, like, less full arts recently. I don't know why. Is this the Paldean Fate Judge? Right, this is PFA is Paldean Fates, right? I'm not crazy, right? I picked these up because yeah, okay, cool. I picked these up because they were so cheap. Pre-rotation. I don't know how much. I don't know if they've gone up at all. I assume they haven't. Order processing. I'm just buying the Forbidden Light from Sun and Moon judges. Judge. Fates. Oh yeah, they're still cheap. They haven't gone up a lot. Well, they've kind of gone up. $1.57. I bought all 4 of these from in person. I spent a total of $1.50 and got all 4. They were selling them for 50 cents each. I think I need Sacred Ash. Again, I don't see really what this... I mean, I just take the knockout. And then next turn, I just take the knockout again. So I don't really see what this buys for you. It's not like I'm gonna deck out. Garchomp is another thing I've kind of potentially... I have floated the idea of playing Garchomp this weekend. Or not this weekend, to NAIC, because it does have a really good Dragapult matchup. But there are also a ton of people playing Hydrapple, because Hydrapple has a pretty good Dragapult matchup. And I'm like, well, if I get stuck just pairing into this over and over again, then Garchomp just kind of crumbles. I think honestly I probably should have just taken the 2-price knockout. I don't think it was worth it for me to boss around. I don't think it really bought me anything. I mean, I'm still fine here, but I'm like everything is fine here. But I do think it probably is just better. I don't know why they didn't attack. Well, they also decked out. I guess they were expecting me to just pass over and have them. I didn't even realize they had decked out. I was just like, nah, bud, I'll just take the knockout. Silly, silly. This deck is really fun if you're able to get set up in that first turn or so. It really picks up. That feels kicks off. I don't know, one of those words. Wow, I'm so happy I could collect 100 of the trainer. I don't even know what these points buy in the shop. I don't even know where the shop is. The shop's up here. Oh, these buy these. Oh, new shirt. New shirt. Oh, I forgot they added the build and battle stuff. I did forget they added the build and battle. Like, I never buy any of this stuff because I'm like, why would I? Oh, chat, look at these, all these perfected places. We can go all the way back to Sun and Moon. Wow, what a dream. I remember when you used to be able to go back to older sets in the old Pokemon TCG player. That was fun to go look at older sets like that. And do trades and stuff. Not that it was ever really worth anything. Heads! Heads gets the breads, chat. Heads gets the breads. We'll start the do. We'll start the do. The badoo. Alright, all we need is to top deck this turn or next turn Force Vitality. It's just that easy. It's just that easy, chat. I mean, we can't do it this turn, but next turn we can. Unless they boss me, then I would kind of cry. Dragapult! Okay, we should be fine here. We're gonna get Dude. Which we should have a couple turns to get set up here. Because this is the Dunsparce build. So, no chance of a Duskull coming down. I'd really be surprised if a Duskull came down. Because how are you fitting Duskull and Dunsparces? And I'm assuming probably this is a hammer build. Which means we only need 1 energy to attack, so I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, we aren't even going to Itchy Pollen. We're just going to Cocoon and Beedrill attack. I don't even want to give them time to get going. I don't even want to give them a chance because, again, they can't quickly reach 310. And I need to unlock items. so that way I can start setting up my boards to put them into a checkmateable position. Because right now, I mean, this version, playing the Dunsparce, rarely plays a rare candy. So we should have at least a free turn of attack. Now, they could set up another Badoo, but they would have to Night Stretcher for it because most of them are only playing one Badoo these days. So we should be okay to not have to worry too much about that. I mean, they might be bringing out a second one. Okay, they do play two. Just fine. What does Beedrill do? Beedrill hits for 110 damage per however many Beedrill EXs you have in play. So it does include the actual attacking one. So when you have one Beedrill EX in play, you're hitting for 110 damage. And the idea with the Forest of Vitality allows grass Pokemon to evolve all the way up. Unlike with typical evolution rules, I play down a Pokemon, next turn I can evolve it. Like this Dunsparce they just put to their bench, they can't evolve it till next turn. But with the Forest of Vitality, a grass Pokemon you put into play, not on your first turn. So my very first turn of the game, I can't do it, but anytime after that, I can do it. Can evolve it all the way up if you have those cards in hand. So then you can quickly try and set up multiple Beedrills, and then you can be hitting for, 220, 330, 440, and having 310 HP makes it a little difficult for people to reach it. What sucks, though, in this current game is the item lock. We can't item lock to, if we didn't have item lock on us, we could secret box for Dawn and quickly Dawn and set up another Beedrill, or hopefully we just top deck a Dawn. Oh, it worked when I said top deck Forest of Vitality. Why couldn't it work with Dawn? I also am not going to bench this because they can Dragapult easily just eats 50 HPs for breakfast, and there's no reason for me to give them a free prize when they can just take the free prize off Badoo. Have I seen the Arboliva variant? I saw a tweet about it earlier. Someone was calling it Arby's. Arboliva. I have not looked too deeply into it, though. I don't know. Right now, I haven't put a lot of time into, trying to learn new decks. Outside of, very simple, straightforward ones like Beedrill. Beedrill's pretty straightforward, I don't know. I need to try and... I'm just really stressed about what I want to do for NAIC. It's probably just going to end up being Dragapult. Alright, they have not had an energy attachment yet, which means their supporter for turn's gonna have to try and be Crispin. We could get Unfair Stamped this turn, which is fine. I mean, it's not great, but we'll deal with it. I mean, if they have to Ultra Ball for Meowth here to get the Crispin, that's going to feel pretty good for us because they're just, putting stuff on their bench. Just taking up space. So close to going to Indy this weekend. Failed to remember that I work Saturday. No, that's so sad. Oh, I forgot about the Moltres. How much does... It does 220, right? Where's the Ultra Ball? I just need to see... 90 plus 20, or 20 plus 90 if an EX. So 110 for weakness is 120? No, 120, 220. I can't do math. Do they have the Crispin? Do they have the Crispin? Or are they just jetting Headbutt here? No Crispin. Okay, so it's just the jetting Headbutt. Okay. What can we do with this? I mean, obviously, Tigger Box, Bug Catching, Special Red Card, and that. Dawn is the supporter. Stadium, of course. We could play Bug Catching, but if we whiff it, it feels pretty bad. I don't think we want to go that route. I think we grab Bug Catching, though. Forest for sure. Rocky Helmet, of course. And then Dawn. And then Dawn gets us a full line. I'll have a Weedle in hand, right? I do have a Weedle in hand. There's my other Weedle prized. Or we could instead of Bug Catching, we could go Buddy Poffin. Or we could just grab Pokepad. Pokepad doesn't get us... I mean, Bug Catching Set potentially gets us another line, which allows us to take the knockout. I think that's what we need to go for, is trying to take the knockout. I think that has to be the route we take, is at least try and reach the knockout. Okay, so we Dawn for you. Then we hit Bug Catching Set. Then we grab you. We bench you. Do you. You. Do that. Do that. And for only 220. I think if we still attack. I mean, they could, of course, still monkey 30 damage. And they could end up monkeying it to this Kakuna and attacking and Jet Era and Phantom Dive, and they would still need a Crispin. I'm okay with just punching for 220 and not benching these right now. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just punching for 220. I think I'm okay with that. Would have been really cool if we could have also hit the other Beedrill and taken it off. Yeah, they do get the Crispin. That's Dark Energy and Psychic coming out. What could also be interesting is seeing a retreat here. Or no, do they reach that? No, they do reach that. Never mind. The 30 here for active. This is actually a bad coin flip for them. That actually doesn't matter. They're just wasting a Crushing Hammer. Because if they move 30, yeah, all you did was just waste your Crushing Hammer there. There's no reason for you to play that, because you just push 30 here, Phantom Dive, and you get knockout. There's actually no reason to waste your coin or waste your hammer on that. Unless they aren't planning to knock this out for some reason. Yeah, okay. So, interesting choice of using their hammer there. They didn't do the math. They didn't do the math! We are still hitting for 110, which is still knockout. No, it isn't. It is not knockout. It whiffs knockout by 20. Never mind. I did the math. He did the math. Send that up. We'll bench. We'll boffin. We'll that. We'll hope for the best. Plan for the worst. Could potentially find a Fez, which would be super beneficial here. Lily for 6. Not the 6 we needed. Not even close to the 6 we needed. Damn, that sucks. Ooh. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough right there. Couldn't even get an Ultra Ball. Okay. This might just have to be an Itchy Pollen angle, which I kind of hate. I super hate that a lot. Could Sacred Ash and then Pokepad for a Kakuna. Or could Sacred Ash and Buddy Poffin for a Weedle, Pokepad for a Kakuna, and at least have 2 of those guys set up. That's actually not terrible. It's not terrible. Especially because we already have a Dunsparce in hand. Oh. And we'll just Itchy Pollen for the sake of it. Just could not find the energy either. If we found the energy, do we still attack there? Maybe. No, probably not. Probably this is still probably the better, because now it forces them to have boss, which they've already thrown away at least 1 boss. They potentially play 3. Definitely play 2. Now if is that other one of their prizes, I don't know. But they are very low on cards. In their deck, which means they will be able to find whatever they need, theoretically. And they do get to work on another set. There's the other boss. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent play for them as well, because they just... that's something we didn't consider. Is them just moving the energy over to the Kakuna and just taking up both the Kakunas. That we probably should have considered. It's fine. It's fine. We'll potentially survive. We still need to take 4 prizes. This puts them still only needing to take 2 prizes. Yeah, whipping the attack, or whipping the knockout 2 turns ago, definitely put us on a difficult position. And then this one hurts even more. 220 plus 170 is definitely, or not 220. Oh my gosh, 120 plus 270 is 290. So definitely not enough to attack that. So if we're taking a knockout, I actually don't think we can reach it with Beedrill. I don't think we have the cards in deck to reach it at all. So which means our only option will be bossing this to take 2 prizes. And then this is still inactive, so then they just monkey it over and they take the prizes. So it doesn't benefit us. Fizz. Script. Okay. And this is the Beedrill I'd want to attack with as well. Because this one can survive a knockout. And they would need to boss again, and they're probably again out of bosses. Now we could Dawn if another one is in there, but I don't know that another full line... No, another full line is not in there because Kakuna's prize. Or Kakuna's in the discard, so I think we do go with the Lily here. I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, there's not a full line in here that's beneficial to me. Actually, there is not another way for us to get another one up. Actually, our only real play here is to just get... I mean, if we just get an energy, we can at least reach knockout here. It just gives us the potential. Yeah, we got energy. I think I actually leave you in play. Because this is a free prize for them. No, I don't leave you in play, because this is a boss, so we do runaway draw you. But, I mean, they could also just boss this, but, again, we're just trying to be as careful as we can here. Trying to be as careful as we can here. Okay, just trying to thin out cards in my hand. There's potential we could win here. All they need is boss gets this into active and they win. They need boss, fire energy, Dragon Bolt. Ultra Ball. Oh, I didn't even consider they could still have, they might have a Meowth. Yeah, we were just a little too slow. This actually wasn't a terrible game. We were just too slow on the one turn. Do you have boss? Yeah, I was like, it depends on if they play the third boss or not. Because I know some Dragapult Dust Noirs don't play the third boss. So I was like, it just depends on if they run the third boss. If not, we had game next turn with no hand disruption because we Ultra Ball for Meowth, Meowth for our boss. Or if we get hand disrupted, I don't really know where we go. It depends on what we got disrupted into. But I didn't want to put the Dunsparce down, because if we put the Dunsparce down, then they didn't need the boss, because Dunsparce down, they could just move the damage over to, move the 20 damage over, Phantom Dive on whatever was inactive, put the 5 damage counters and the 2 damage counters onto, or the 4 damage counters and the 2 damage counters onto the Badoo. So that was really our only win con. So I was definitely there. Oh, Waldo, how are you doing? Welcome on in. There's a B. Definitely a fun deck, especially once it gets going. It just it kind of sucks if you whiff the early game. Your mid game is not too bad. I think we definitely misplayed with the Sacred Ashing of it all and setting that up. We should have held the Sacred Ash to the next turn to Sacred Ash alongside Dawn, which would have allowed a third setup. Is what it is. How about you? I'm doing pretty well. Just trying to
Trying to figure out what I want to do for NAIC. It's definitely not this. I just wanted to play this because I hadn't played it yet. There is a world, I don't know, Lucario could be it, but I feel like Lucario could have a rough matchup into, I don't know. There's so many things that I don't know what I want to do. I spent last night just kind of like pulling up a bunch of different decks and like playing a game with it and going, how do I feel about this? Even if the game was bad, I'm like, I know I haven't sat and like gotten reps with some of the decks, but I'm like, do I feel like I could have fun? Because my thing is, if I want to just play the best deck, obviously it's play Dragapult. Obviously. But I want to play the best deck that I'm going to have fun with. And I have fun with Dragapult. But do I want to... I don't have as much fun with Dragapult when I'm playing the Dragapult mirror match. Because it is such a coin flip. And so then the argument is, we'll play a deck that has a really good Dragapult matchup. But I mean, there's not many that have a good Dragapult matchup that are also, like, enjoyable to play. So I don't know. Also, I kind of want to play a deck that wants to go second because we are in such a go-first format. Every Dragapult wants to go first. Hydrapples want to go first. Every Evo deck wants to go first. Point proven. So, like, I also kind of want to play a deck that wants to go second. Lucario's a deck that's okay going second because it then just gets to attack with Soul Rock, typically to either a Badoo or a Dreepy that's left into the active. Or in this case, potentially a Honchkrow. Okay, yeah, this is... Well, it might not be Honchkrow. This could be just Mewtwo. Which, if it's Mewtwo, we actually just kind of lose because of the Psychic weakness. And that's the other thing, is Lucario has a Psychic weakness. A lot of people are playing Team Rocket's Mewtwo because it has a good matchup into Dragapult. And we had a bad matchup into it because of the Psychic weakness. I don't know. There's just so many thoughts. I need to reach... If I want to knock out here, I need one more premium power. Or I could boss and just play one premium power. But also I need to get out of active, so we can't boss. But if we play the premium power and we don't get out of active, then it doesn't matter. So I think we just Lily. Yeah, we don't get out of active, so definitely good that we did not play it. Definitely good that we did not play it. Because we did not find the balloon. The balloon! Next season, my goal is to go to a regional in the 2027 season before the end of the 2026 calendar year. That's my goal. Obviously, it depends on what they announce. But my goal is to try and go to at least 2 regionals in the 2027 season. I'm not chasing like a Worlds invite or anything. I really like going to regionals. I think it's a lot of fun. And I just want to go to more of them. And, you know, just do better playing the Pokemon TCG. I had a good season this year. Like, the 2026 season, for my second full season, I did really well with. I would like to end it with, you know, grabbing a day 2. And that has not happened, but I've only had, you know, the one chance. So I would like to potentially see it happen. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You will achieve this goal. Let's see, the difficult thing is I can't, like, drive. So I need it to be somewhere that I can easily travel to. Okay, I can attach Retreat and attack with Soul Rock. We can just boss a Murkrow, I guess. I guess I'm okay with that. And just play the Premium Power Pro. The Dunsparce EX never comes into play because they don't play any EXs. So we can just throw that away. I think I'm okay throwing away Lucario. I mean, if I had a tool card, I'd play the Genesect down, but I don't have a tool card, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'll just grab another Riolu. And the plan to try and judge next turn, I think I'm okay with. Because all I went to this year is Orlando, and I felt like Orlando was absolutely my event to day 2, but I kind of choked early in the day. I don't feel like I was fully prepared as much as I should have been, which is really not the mistake I want to make for NAIC. But with Orlando, I knew what the deck I wanted to play was so early, and I need to figure that out for NAIC so I can be better, better locked. Oh, hold up. How much does Lucario hit for? It's 130, right? And they have a -3, so we're only punching for 100. So we actually do need a Premium Power Pro for Lucario to knock this guy. Is this a bad matchup? That's a good question. That's a good question. We also look what's in the deck. I mean, we have 3. I mean, we could try and do multiple Mega Braves in a row, but that, you know, that's asking a lot. Okay, we get the Premium Power Pro. Gravity Mountain, just because, like, who needs that, you know? Who needs Team Rocket's Factory? I sure don't. Okay. And then we Premium Power Pro for the knockout. We Aura Jab for the knockout. We put 2 energy there and energy there. That way this just can't get like bossed up and trapped in the, or Giovanni'd up and trapped in the active, rather. And then we judge them down to 4 cards. They lost their energy. They lost their stadium. Ooh, they found their energy. Good for them. No way they also got an Ariana. Okay, I was like, if they grab a Haunch Crow and then they hit an Ariana, I mean, they could still have it. They do have the Ariana. I mean, they play 4 of them. We're in the early game, so it's pretty easy for them to have them. But do they get the Haunch, and do they... I don't know that they can reach 340 with only 8 cards. They might also need a Stadium or some Rotom. What is the card that allows them to search the top 4 cards? I'm blanking on the name of that card. I'm looking for a Honchkrow deck so I can see the name of it. Roto Stick, is that it? Wait, I found a Honchkrow deck list. Roto Stick, yeah. You probably need a Roto Stick to be able to reach enough. Just a Night Stretcher. Okay, they're just gonna tell me what? That I can't... Oh no, they're just deceiving to grab something. I'm okay with that, actually. I'm very okay with that. Okay. Are other Soul Rocks prized? Or did I throw it away already? Oh, the other Soul Rock's prized. Sad. Why don't we draw? I don't think there's anything worth bossing here. We have no more hand disruptions. We'll just... Oh, I should put down the Dunsparce. No, I meant to put down the Dunsparce first. I meant to put down the Dunsparce. Ooh, okay, if they use their... Yeah. Obviously, I would love to Hero's Cape not Genesect, but just to make them have to not have that, I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with that. Or a jab. There's another energy down for them as well. They did put an Ariana in hand, but they cannot use their headset to recover 2 trainer cards. Okay, they do get the ignition energy, but do they have a haunch? Do you have a haunch? I have a haunch that you don't have the knockout. So how many do they need? They need 6, 12, 18, 24, 300, 36. They need 6 supporters. Okay, so they might have it. They did have Pokepad. We know they have an Ariana in hand. Okay, so they're Ultra Ball. Okay, so they're thinning the hand. So, ooh, throwing away Ignition Energy and a Transceiver seems like not the call at all. That the Transceiver is a free supporter. I know you have Ariana, but I guess the other 3 are probably supporters then. That's got to be, the other 3 cards have to be supporters then, or maybe it was a Roto Stick. Because I don't know why you would throw away a Transceiver. Also, throwing away Ignition Energy, you lose an energy this point, so you're down to only 4 energy left, potentially in deck. You've Ariana here. Okay, that is probably the 6 energy they need for the knockout. Or it's 6 energy, the 6 supporters they need for the knockout. Yeah, let's go. Good for them. But they do not have a Porygon set up. They only have 1 card in hand. They are down energy. And they are down energy. Energy in the discard. Origin. I mean, we are still in a bad spot. We still need to take 2 knockouts. I mean, but they need another 6 supporters. They can't recover any from the discard. I mean, maybe they have an Ariana in hand. How many Arianas have they played so far? 2, 3. Okay, they have 1 Ariana left. There it is. Now, if they find all supporters, Shaggy, thank you so much for the follow. Darth Vapes wants let's hydrate together, chat. Very important you hydrate.
Water. 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 Water.
Long ago, the 4 nations lived in harmony. Everything changed when the hydration attacked. 3 days before I remember to press the button. I will sometimes join like a stream when especially if I'm just like lurking when I'm like playing mostly Pokopia. I'll have a stream on and I'll forget so long to actually like see a pop-up, especially because I tend to watch stuff on my second monitor and then chat is on the right, so it's the furthest away from my eye line. I forget all the time to actually look at stuff. What are they Ultra Ball? Mimikyu and Pokepad. 7 cards in hand. They need energy and 6 supporters. There's still 2 Petrels. Okay, yeah, they don't have it. I was like, that's asking for a lot of cards. If they had the knockout, I didn't have much to go into the next turn because I did not get my good prizes I needed. I mean, we did get the Soul Rock, actually, so I don't know. Could have been real bad for us. Could have been real bad for us. Could have been real. I really like this this Talonflame art. It's really pretty. I need to pull that at some point. I just need to open more Chaos Rising. I have not gotten to open any Chaos Rising. The only Chaos Rising I have is the what I opened during my pre-release. Which, I mean, these are not bad by any means. They are still fun arts. They're the Chespin. Oh. I don't know why. How am I having a stroke? And the Tang. Oh, I also forgot I pulled this from a... I have, like, sitting on my desk, like, my cards to... like either put into my trade binder or like potentially sell, and I forgot I pulled a play stamp Precious Trolley. I forgot I pulled that. I also pulled a play stamp Cynthia's Garchomp. I did forget about that because it's just sitting in a stack of cards that I need to organize that I just have not organized. And also just in that stack is just a basic common special red card. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, speaking of speaking of Chespin and Matang, I also really like this Crobat as well. Very fun. I saw a tweet about Beedrill being like, this is the best Beedrill split is 3, the others one of that, because every hive needs its queen, and I'm like, is there I guess there wasn't an SIR B, was there? Maybe there was. No, there wasn't an SIR B. Maybe next set. Maybe next set. Because the Beedrill could very well be competitive viable, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, winning any tournaments anytime soon. Special red card full art's already $10. Oh, that's insane. That's wild. Yeah, those are the type of full arts I just don't care to buy. I don't care to buy, and I don't care to play in my deck. That's what I was saying earlier. I've moved very much to, especially since I've started riffle shuffling, I have moved away from like buying expensive cards just to like bling out my deck. I'm very much someone like the cards are meant to be played with. Like if I pulled the SIR, what is Survival Brace? Is this Zorak? Oh, MB. Yep, yeah, this is Zorak. Like if I pulled the Meowth SIR, absolutely best believe that's being played in a deck where I only play one Meowth. I like to match art, so like if I'm playing multiple Meowth, I'm gonna play the basic Meowth art because I have 3 of them. Just that I pulled. Survival on Zorak, I have seen it a little bit. I don't know what specific matchup it's helping for. Oh, it's helping with the grasses. If I can pull up the card again to read specifically what Survival Brace does. If this Pokemon will be knocked out at full HP, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10, then discard this card. It just allows them to survive a hit. I don't know. I feel like I would rather play like Scoop Up Cyclone, because then you also get to reset your HP. I don't know. I mean, you just get to punch twice, but I mean, so many decks are playing Tool Scrapper right now. Or just Scoop, yeah, or just go, all right, GG, go next. Like, so many decks are playing Tool Scrappers right now because of like, the Genesect coming back into play. So I'm like, I just don't know that is the play I would go with. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Well, I should have padded for that, actually, in case we hit... that was actually incorrect. Okay, we didn't find it anyways, but we should have padded for that guy. I will pad for Riolu. Imagine we hit the Hero's Cape onto the Genesect. I'm not going to do that, but imagine if we did. Could go for the quick attack. We won't, but we could. There's an alt art BV from Sword and Shield block. I love that. Oh, what was I? Oh, I was saying the so I've stopped blinging out decks to just max rarity. A, because it's expensive, and I like spending my money on other stuff. And so I've stopped buying like full rarity stuff. I'll just buy cards that I like. There are some cases where I will buy and play like the full art or something like that. Dawn being one, just because I think the full art's cool, and also I already bought them. Another, I could see me wanting to do it with Wally's Compassion if I was playing a mega deck that used that utilized that card. Since it's also like cheap, it's only $2, so it's easy to pick up. You know, it's not gonna break the bank to grab 4 of them. But stuff like Premium Power Pro or like Switch or like Red Card, I just can't justify that. I just can't justify it. I don't really know. I think I gotta get this guy off the field. This Lunatone. There's no way for me to get this Lunatone off the field. Don't get me wrong. I know that there's no way for me to get Lunatone off the field, but I need it off the field before it gets Yveltal. I was hoping to just get boss there and be able to just boss and kill the Yveltal. Maybe we'll get it here. Cool. 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 Well, do we think they're going to bring it up? Then they aren't. Do we? No, I think we have to take the kill here and just hope that they don't. I was like, I mean, they might. Do we take the knockout? Do we wait? I feel like we gotta wait. Because right now they have to attach to retreat. Right now they have to attach to retreat. So they can't attach and attach. I think we gotta wait. I'd love to get the full art Mega Ninjas, but man, $20. Yeah, $20, especially because you need, like, what? 3 of them, I think, for, like, the lowest build that plays them. I don't know. I made it to the Snow Peak Ruins, my Twilight Princess replay yesterday. Made it to the worst fight in the game. Armored Knight with the ball and chain. Oh, I remember that one. Oh, yeah, that sucked. Okay, they... Wait, what was Black Belt training? Why was that grabbed? Oh, that was off the Attract Customers. I was like, why was that shown to me? Rock Scouting for that. What do they... Does Zorak resist anything? No. So we can also just boss Zorak and kill Zorak. Is that ever worth it, just bossing and killing Zorak? Just boss and take 2 prizes? Could be something. But I also, that wouldn't be setting up energy. And I need to set up energy on this guy. So let me just do this. Let me just do this first. Would like to get some Dunsparces down. I don't know that actually Hero's Cape comes up here. I don't know that the Hero's Cape comes up, so maybe we just get rid of their Survival Brace. Right? Does the Hero's Cape ever come up? As far as, like, fixing damage for Lucario? 340... They can Zekrom for 250. With the Petron, it's 240. With Black Belt, it's 330. I don't think they can ever reach 340. They can reach 330, but I don't think they can ever reach 340. I don't think they can ever reach 340. I'm pretty sure I'm safe to do this. I'm pretty sure I'm safe to do that. I should have put that actually onto the Genesect. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter where it goes, really. Rush Ram, yeah, but I'm never going to leave enough damage on them to knock with the Rush Ram. Because I'm always going to knock out Zorak, or at least that's the plan, is to use the Premium Power Pros. But I mean... But since I know it's Survival Brace and I know it's not Unfair Stamp, their only hand disruption in the early game is Judge. I don't know how if they play Judge. I mean, we could get red carded later, but that's after we're already at least going to take 1 knockout. We could add super cool full art Black Belts training with Footman instead. Yeah, screw that. No thanks. Within the next... Oh, wait. I just bite the bullet and buy them on this check and the next 2 checks. How much are they right now? You said they're 20? I don't know why Percy's barking right now. I literally fed him before I came in here to sit down. I fed him this morning, but he's got... Percy is older. He's like 12 years old. So, like, there's some days he doesn't want to eat at all. They're actually... TCG player has him for 25 right now. But they were 37, so that was probably pre-release prices. I just do love the way that they're doing the ultra rares now of the megas. I think those are so fun. But anyways, Percy's getting older, so there are sometimes he will like not eat at all, and then there are sometimes he wants to eat multiple times a day. So I fed him this morning, and then when I got home from work, he wanted to eat again, and I was like, okay, here you go. Yeah, 250. 250 I'm fine with. Especially because I can... Is that worth what? Man, if I had an air balloon... So we have this here, we play this. Is it worth the hard retreat? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is to fully heal. Yeah. Fully heal and then we take the knockout. Thing is, we can't Mega Brave next turn, but if I can just find Air Balloon, then I can Air Balloon into, like, Dunsparce, and then Runaway Draw, push it back to active. Or I could attach for turn, or I could actually just boss or a jab and set this guy back up. I think I'm okay with this either way, because taking a single prize is also okay because it fixed my math here. They would take 3. If I let them punch twice, they would take 3 prizes, have 3 more, and then I would just take final prize. So I think I'm okay with the way this math is currently mathing. I mean, they could go for Flame Body Cannon and kill Dunsparce, but that doesn't really buy them anything. I would love to see this list. Seems a bit random, underwhelming. It really does. I mean, we aren't in, we are not in, Master Ball yet, so I feel like right before Master Ball is when we tend to see a lot of weird lists. I feel like pre-Master Ball, and then also once you get into, like, the upper, like, 1600 is when you start seeing some real interesting list builds. Because it's people that are just, like, they're like, all right, I know I'm playing against people who at least somewhat know the game enough to reach up here. I can try my weird builds and see if they're worth anything, etc., etc. I think I am okay with actually the thought I had. Because it's not worth Lilying to maybe hit that. I think we just boss Zekrom, knock out, and then feed 2 energy here. Unless we can... even if we had it off that, I don't feel like it's worth it. I feel like we just do this route. I feel like this route is more than okay. I feel like this route is more than okay. I feel like I'm more than okay with that. Because again, now they can take their knockout and take 3, but they don't really have anywhere else that they can get another 92 to take even. I mean, even if they did, any of this is just going to get them up to 4 prizes, and then this is still inactive, and this red is ready to punch for 270. Now, if they disrupt my hand, then it becomes a little bit more difficult of do we find the Premium Power Pro? So maybe we should have just tried to go for the air balloon, because then that would make it easier, because then we just have to take a single prize, but then we still need boss. So I don't think either way or another. But here it's also they have to find a way to attack, because right now they don't have an attacker on board other than the Darmanitan. Actually, I guess they could backdraft here. No, we have no energy because we push all our energy out. So their only option of attack is Flame Body Cannon, which means they discard their energy. So it makes it difficult the next turn to follow up an attack. I don't know. But they are just choosing to attack here, so it doesn't matter. Our hand's not disrupted, so we can just play the Premium Power Pro and take our 2 prizes. So it just doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about any type of math that we were trying to do. I imagine they're hovering over Concede. That's okay. I'll quickly play both of them just for the fun. Did I play all 4? I did. Perfect. No Peck. No, yeah, that's the other thing. I don't understand the Gravity Mountain. What does the Gravity Mountain realistically help them find? But see, they weren't playing the Petch. But well, at least we don't know that they were playing the Petch. But they were at least playing the they were at least playing what's its face. They were at least playing Binding Mochi. But we also know in their discard was the Janine. So that was how they were poisoning, I guess. But Or it could have been prized. That's fair. That's fair. It could have been prized. I think they only play one copy of what's its face? Of Petrant. Play one copy of Petrant. Yeah, and they played it, but didn't even take advantage of the poisoning. Because they didn't have a binding emoji. Oh, I don't think they even attached it to their active Pokemon, so I don't even think that activated the poisoning. I don't know. It's an interesting build if they don't. Interesting build if they don't. All right, do we want to play Slowking? Do we want to try Slowking? Is Slowking worth trying? Is Slowking worth... I love this clay doll. Every time I see this clay doll, I'm just like, man, I want this clay. How much is this clay doll? I'm not going to buy it right now, but if I find it at like at NAIC or something like that, I might pick it up. Because I really like this clay doll. Oh, it's market $4. Let's go. Okay, I'm definitely... I actually have a friend who's at a trade night right now. I should ask him to keep an eye out for it. Hey, can you keep an eye out for the clay doll? So I just really like it and I want it for my binder. From Chaos Rising, if you haven't left. Oh, I want to zoom in to take a photo of it. Because I get $4. It's cool. This would be the tier to try. That is true. All right, let's try some Slowking. I have not played Slowking. When did Slowking come out? I think it was last year. Right before NAIC was when we were like, maybe this is the time to play Slowking. What if now's the time to play Slowking? What if now's the time? Okay, so if you've never seen Slowking before, basically how it works is it's a single prize attacker. For 2 energy, you use Seek Inspiration. You discard the top card of your deck, and if that card is a Pokemon that does not have a rule box, Clefairy, anything, this is a rule box down here, EX, Pokemon EX rule, so anything without a rule box like Spectrier, Annihilate, Metagross, Kyurem, those are all non-rule box Pokemon. Then choose one of its attacks and use it as this attack. So you still follow the course of it, so like Trifrost, discard all energy from this Pokemon, so you would still discard all your energy, but you get to use the attack, which is 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. And you're like, oh, well, how do you guarantee that that card is at the top of your deck? Well, you play the Academy at night, which during your turn, you may put a card from your hand on the top of your deck, or you can play Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to ensure which card will be at the top of your deck. Or if you're just bricked, you just hope for the best, and you just click the attack and discard and hope it's something good. So this Metagross from Chaos Rising, you may discard up to 3 metal energy from this Pokemon and have to attack 250 more damage. I'm pretty sure you can just do that even without the discard. Because I don't know that I don't know. Huh. You may discard 3 in it. I think it just allows you to do that attack, so you punch for 300. Annihilate, Destined, Fight, both active Pokemon are now knocked out. Spectrier here, discard all energy from this Pokemon, place 12 damage counters on 20 of your opponent's Pokemon, and of course, Kyurem, like we talked about. Clefairy also allows you for, Clefairy makes all Dragon type weak to Psychic types, so you Slowking, and you can punch for you're like your 150 here, or even your 130 Tantrum here. For some reason, that's what you wanted to do, and it's now 260. So on and so forth. Well, let's play Mega Kangaskhan for your draw engine, I imagine, in the early game. Or as another attacker. I mean, three Kangaskhan feels like a lot, so it must be for early draw engine. And then you play 2 Latias. Is there no bossing, which is fine. Secret box. The boomerang energy, as long as it attacks to a Pokemon, provides colorless energy. If you discard it, so like say discarding it from the Trifrost, then it gets reattached to the Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Telepathic energy, attach this to a Pokemon. When you attach it to a Psychic Pokemon, search your deck for 2 basic Psychic Pokemon, put them onto your bench. So an easy way to find Latias or to find another Slowpoke, etc., etc. What deck box do I want to do? Let's go with Delibird, because we're delivering pain. Then, of course, I only use the same card sleeves. I only use 1 card sleeve and 1 coin. Why? Probably something I should discuss with a therapist. Slow King. Yo, slow down, King. Bad. Check text. No response. All right, let's see how quickly we can lose a game with Slow King. I assume, as per usual, we want to go first, so we can set up the Slow King or the Slowpoke to evolve. And I guess probably best scenario we open Kangaskhan so we can draw. The other good thing is all of our attackers outside of Kyurem are evolution Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about accidentally opening one of them as your attacker. Except for, of course, the Kyurem. Could Cypher next turn. Or we could Lily. Probably Lily to give us, because I mean, Cyphering, unless we like top deck, I guess Psychic Energy, and then we could Ultra Ball for Slow King, and then we could Cypher to get our attacker set up. Okay, it looks like this is Dragonite. Oh no, Kangaskhan. Raging Bolts. Oh, we could lose here. Okay, never mind. I was like, if they have it all, I mean, they could potentially go in second. Wellspring could come out, but they threw away the water energy, so no Wellspring attack. Actually, I think Metagross, because Metagross can hit 350 or 300 if we hit the Metallic Hammer. So there might be a world where we can easily hit knockouts. Maybe we want to top deck Psychic Energy. I don't know, I think we still Lily no matter what. Could still Ultra Ball for Slow King. Maybe throw away Annihilate. How many? I don't know how many Night Stretchers do we play. 2 Night Stretchers, 1 Lanazade. Ooh, Secret Box. We play Pokepad? Oh. Well, we also need energy. We also need energy. Secret Box would get us so much. Secret Box would get us so much. Gets that, gets that. I think we still play Lily. And I think we play Pokepad. Pokepad just to get Slow King and just hope we reach it off Lily. Oh, actually, we could just No, because we need energy. We need energy. Never mind. I was like, oh, we could actually just do it here. We just need energy. That's really all we're missing. Got hair in my mouth. Ugh. Grab the Slow King. Evo the Slow King. Attach the Lucky Helmet. Lily's for 8. I need energy and a way to find a Pokemon. Cool. Do I care about the Latias? I don't think I care about the Latias, actually. other than just thinning it out. And then again, I don't know how, I don't know if this Metagross is going to work, but I guess we'll find out together. I guess we'll find out together, chat. Seek inspiration. Wonder what it could be. Oh, it's a Metagross. Metallic Hammer. You want to do extra damage? Yes. Oh, okay. Would you like to do extra damage? Yes. Is that correct? Is that correct? Am I just allowed to do 300 damage? Surely not, right? Am I just allowed to do 300 damage? That's crazy. That's crazy if I'm just allowed to do 300 damage. That doesn't feel right. What is the actual? If so, why do we only play one? You may discard 3 metal energy from this Pokemon and have this attack do 150 more damage. Discard the top card. If that card's a Pokemon that doesn't have a rulebook, choose one of its attacks and use it as its attack. I need to Google smarter people than I. I'm sure someone has asked about this. I'm just gonna type Slowking TCG Metagross Chaos Rising into Google and see what it comes back to me. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Hello! We have a new expansion. FAQ. The most interesting rule is Metallic Hammer Metagross, which is this right here. Question. If I use Slowking Seek Inspiration attack and discard a Metagross with a Metallic Energy, can Slowking do an extra 150 damage if it has no metal energy to discard? Answer, yes it can, but if Slowking does have metal energy or rainbow-like energy attached, it would have to discard as much as it can, if you choose to do the extra damage. Otherwise, if you choose not to do the extra damage, Slowking would keep the energy. But why? The attack doesn't say if you do, so you can oh, that's why! Because it doesn't say... Because it says you may discard 3 energy and have the attack do 150 more damage. Because it doesn't, for an instance like Lucario, attach up to 3. It's all in the way it's worded. It's so weird how stuff is worded. I'm trying to see another example of it. Can someone explain the logic behind Slowking? It does make sense, but kind of in a roundabout way when it comes to conditionals, i.e. do X to do Y. This game actually has a few different wordings that change how things are interpreted. This person plays in Japan, so I'm going to reference the original wording. This is Metagross attack, and then they post the Japanese text from the card. This wording does not imply that discarding the energy is a required condition for doing the extra damage. It just implies that if you wish, you can do extra damage and discard the energies at the same time. I don't know what the official English translation will look like, but the way they want you to interpret it is that when you attack, you have 2 options. You say, I do not wish to activate the extra effect. This attack does 150 damage. Or you say, I wish to activate the effect. This attack does 300 damage, and you must discard up to 3 metal energies. It is worded differently from cards that say, for instance, you must discard an energy to use this attack. So that's what, since it doesn't say you must discard, it only says you may, you can just choose to do the attack. Why wouldn't we play more than 1 Metagross? What if this is prized? Wouldn't we want to play multiple Metagross? Wouldn't... Why would we ever attack with any... I mean, Kyurem, I could see wanting to attack with Kyurem, but why wouldn't we just always want to do 300 damage? Oh, I guess there are some cases 300 damage doesn't get knockout. Specifically against Dragapult, but then you just Lily's Clefairy. And then you would still want to go that route. Like, if there's someone you're attacking whose attacker has more damage energy has on it, then you'd have that option. Yeah. Interesting. That's very interesting. I do feel like I would be afraid to only play one of these, though, against Raging Bolt. I don't know how much this is going to ever matter. Discard 30, it plays 12 damage counters, but damage counters don't multiply or don't double. So say for a fairy or for a psychic weakness. Wait, what's my phone doing? What's my phone doing? Okay. Does the move Slowbro takes have typing on the card? Is it a former? It's always psychic. Slowking, it always says psychic. So the attacker is always psychic, even if the card that they pull the attack from is not psychic. Slowking is still the attacking Pokemon. Similar with Zoroark. Zoroark is still... do I have a Zoroark built? Surely I do. Zoroark is still the attacking Pokemon, even if it's choosing a benched attack. Zoroark is still attacking with Darkness. So Lily's Clefairy being in play does mean Slowking would do additional damage, but I don't know what the additional damage would be other than Kyurem doesn't apply weakness. So I don't know where you would ever be doubling the damage for Slowking other than from the Metallic Hammer. I don't know where you would ever be getting that additional damage from. Or like the attack that would matter. Because Tantrum is just 260, so that isn't where... I mean, I guess you would still be Metagross. But I feel like I'd want multiple Metagross at my but just like I'd want multiple Kyurem to make sure one doesn't get prized. I don't know how often the Spectre comes up. This is also, I just pulled the deck list that won Tournament of Doom last night, so I don't even know that this is the best Slowking build. Let me quickly pull the metagame of Slowking from this specific tournament and see if there were any other versions of the deck. This is playing Smoochum to accelerate the energy, and it plays 2 Metagross, 2 Kyurem, and it does not play Mega... That's the other thing. I feel like Mega Kangaskhan is kind of an interesting addition as well. But this one wants to go second, and I feel like I don't want to go. I feel like I'm okay going. But I mean, if you get forced going second, I feel like that's pretty decent to go second. Like, this is another deck list I saw. So the Smoochum is similar to, like, Badoo, attacks for free, and attach 2 basic Psychic Energy from your... Or search your deck for 2 basic Psychic. We play 3. And attach them to Pokemon, so it sets us up if we go second. I do feel like the Mega Kangaskhan is kind of crazy in the other deck. This one also plays Colossus Tenacity, which allows you to find that. I don't know which version is better. Does that wherever you got the decks explain why? No, yeah, since it's just we're just pulling tournament lists, so it doesn't have any like explanations as to why it does what. And since it was like an online tournament, it's not really easy for us to go and like look at footage and see why did X did Y. I guess we'll try this version as well. I mean, I only played one game with the deck, and the other deck was the first place deck, so maybe we should continue to try out the first deck list. You know what? We can actually see their matchups. This one won. This one never played against a Dragapult. And also only went 5-2. The one we played last time went 7-0 and beat 3 different Dragapults. So, you know what? The other one beat 3 different Dragapults. Let's keep playing the one that beat 3 different Dragapults. One of which being Dragapult Dusknoir. Let's just keep playing that one, because I feel like having the Mega Kangaskhan to like early draw isn't terrible. I don't know. It's an interesting deck. It's an interesting deck for sure. Yeah, I love this Mew coin. I think I have this Mew coin. I think I do. This is all my coins. No, not the Kyurem start. The one thing we don't want. Do I have this Mew coin? Am I crazy? Oh no, chat.
think I might not have this Mew coin. I'm pretty sure this is all my coins. Yeah, I don't have this Mew coin. I could have sworn I did. Huh. Sad days. I could have sworn I had this Mew coin. I don't have it. Big F in chat.
They typically only play 2 watchtowers, so I think I'm okay just bumping. As long as this card is attached to 2 Pokemon, if you attach this to your hand, we have to attach it to a Psychic Pokemon. I don't think Secret Box buys me anything this turn. So I think we'll just Lily. Rough. We did at least grab a telepathic, so I can at least grab a Latias, and we're just hoping on we're hope. Oh, well, we do have a Lily, so we should be okay actually. Should be okay. Yeah, not terrible. I'll leave the Kyurem inactive because why not? Although they are playing Duskull, so they could very easily be running rare candies, so we could be about to get roughed up. Yeah, that's why they didn't evolve this one, because they're hoping to find Candy Dragapult. It's not terrible, because they can't boss. And there is a world where we can hit... We have Metagross, but I mean, I do have to Lily first. Unless we top deck Slowking. And then I would also need the Clefairy to do the additional... I don't know, there's a world where we're going to knock out here. Okay, they did not reach their Candy. So we are going to be under item lock this next turn. Which is fine. I have to take a photo of my coins at some point. Sure, yeah. I love collecting Pokemon coins. I love collecting Pokemon coins. They're so fun. Okay, we'll attach the Boomerang energy. Or do we attach the Telepathic energy? I think we just attach the Boomerang. Because we're hoping to cure him this turn, and I want to be able to bring it back. Curing this turn and killing these 3 would be incredible. It'd be incredible. Unfortunately, is not what we're doing. Because I did not reach it. We do reach it next turn, though, but that might be too little too late. I mean, we could just Slowking and just, hope for the best, but I don't think I'm going to go that route. We could put down Mega Kangaskhan, retreat into it, and draw 2. And I don't hate that. I don't hate getting some draw here. Oh, man, we could have attacked. We could have done 300. Which is not what we'd want to do anyway, so it would have been good. It 300 to kill a Batu, can you imagine? And then activating their Fez, it wouldn't have been worth it. Would not have been worth it. They also still need double energy, although this version could be playing the Neo Upper energy. When I've been testing the Dusclops, I have been playing with Neo Upper. But who knows what they're playing with until we see it. Okay, they do get a Dragapult down, which kind of sucks. Okay, they Lily, so they're probably playing Neo Upper. Because they're probably trying to find it. They do... Oh, they got rare candy. Ooh. Ooh. No Neo Upper. Hold up, chat. They're going to kill my Slowking. They're going to kill my Slowking. My poor Slowking. That's fine. It's fine. It's not the big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal if We can get the. Oh no, wait, we can't because this isn't a basic energy. I could Ultra Ball basic energy. I don't. What is this deck list? Where's this deck list at? I need the deck list again. We don't play. We do play Fez. Okay, we do play Fez. Is Fez prized? Oh no, we're under item blocks. Doesn't matter. I was assuming they were going to attack, and they didn't attack. What loser's not attacking? What absolute loser's not attacking? We could be very cooked here. They're waiting to boss, I assume. I assume they're waiting to boss here, and we're just cooked. I'm trying to set up next turn. I mean, if they don't boss, and we draw this return, I think we're just screwed. I think we're just cooked no matter what route we go with here. Wondrous Patch. I mean, Wondrous Patch is what we would have made, but we're under item lock. Did they even go through? That didn't even go through! I picked the 2 cards, though. I didn't pick them fast enough. That's my bad. I didn't pick them fast enough. Yeah, that wasn't fast enough. I was too indecisive. I was too indecisive and it didn't go through. Unfortunate. Big unfortunate. Especially since if they don't attack this turn, we're going to stay under item lock. Okay, I just lost. Alright. We'll just GG go next. We'll just GG go next. We did not have a great start there. Item lock just kind of sucks. I did not have enough air in my Drifloon. You are correct. Do we play the Psyduck? No. I don't know if it's worth taking the Psyduck for that one specific version of Dragapult. It depends on how much that 1-out would be, because we're just playing the same person again. I'll go first. Nah, you won last time. I get to choose here, bud. I go first. If you win the coin flip and choose to go first, you're DMing. Because you won the last game, so I get to choose. Wow, oh, man. Bad opponent. What's up, Sputterman? How you doing? Hey, at least we get a better start this time. It's not that much better because we are still, you know, going second, so we have to wait a turn to attack. And we also have a pretty dead hand. But it's fine. We can actually work with this a little bit. We can actually really work with this somewhat. Oh, we can actually very much work with it because we got the Lily. We can set up. Because we could Cypher, put Slowking, and then put Academy at Night. That might actually be better than anything else we could do. Because there's no world where they punch. I think I'm okay with that, actually. Put Slowking. Or not Academy at Night, because we would just attack. Put Kyurem. Slowking on top, then Kyurem. Yeah. I said Academy at Night too many times. I didn't put that in, right? Wait, wait. Can you show me what I ciphered? I put it in the correct order, didn't I? Didn't I? I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with I did. Hey chat, now's the time of the stream where I take a moment to sell out. If you haven't already, please check out my YouTube channel, Pokemon Wizard. We got a new series going on right now, playing through Pokemon Solar Eclipse fan-made game. New episodes Monday and Friday if you haven't checked that out. We're like 3 subs away from 1,200 over on the YouTube. Would love to hit 1,200. before the end of the month. Also, daily YouTube shorts. Opening up Pokemon cards. Fun times. Are we gonna get Badooed here? They did Lily. Did they Lily didn't hit Buddy Poffin? That's sad. Okay. Cool. Pass. Pass and give me happiness. Happiness. Seek inspiration. Whoa, it's a Kyurem! Just go ahead and kill that. Kill that. Kill that. We'll just go ahead and kill all three of them. That's so funny. 3 prize cards, please. And there's the meta. See, that's what I'm talking about. That Metagross's prize. We've been so sad. Solar Clip's pretty good so far. There was a lot of customization. It honestly does have so much customization. And I went back. I think it's in episode 3 is when I finally go and realize I can put on a level cap. So I do have that on now, which is pretty good. Yeah, it has so much customization for how you want to play your Nuzlocke or anything like that. Yo, not the itchy pollen. Not the itchy pollen. I don't even have another card here. Do we put you down? Man, this does kind of suck because they could still go rare. I mean, we could still be very screwed here. They could absolutely rare candy. Man, we could still be in a real sour spot here. Just item lock is, I mean, had we not been stamped, because we also had Lily. I don't know, that's your argument, you know, sometimes like you set up for a big early attack, but then if you get hand disrupted and you can't bounce back from it, like you don't have onboard draw power, you kind of get put in a little bit of a nightmare. And like we have to bench this just to make sure we don't lose, but I mean, benching is kind of losing in and of itself. Especially with the watchtower in place, we can't even make benefit of the run Aaron right now. Luckily, though, they are not attacking with Dragapult this turn because they did have to take the Evo there, which means we will spend another turn under item lock. Ooh, okay, well, they do kind of screw us with that. They will probably pop that and kill the Slowking. I mean, we are going to promote this and just hope we can bump the stadium. Because, I mean, putting this in active doesn't help us anyways, because we'll just see what prize we get here. Annihilate. Not really helpful. We'll just put this in hoping the stadium bump. Really all we have to do for right now. We still have outs. They still have 5 prizes they need to take. We can at least evolve this out of range of a Dracloak. I don't imagine they want to. I mean, they would need to Night Stretch to get this guy back in the game. So I mean, we're not in a terrible spot. We're not in a great spot either, especially since we're going to remain under item lock and we don't have Run Aaron because of the Watchtower. So we really need Stadium Bump. We haven't played any of our stadiums yet. So there is a high chance we could hit the stadium. Or I'd also be okay with like Lily. Just anything to just see more cards is really what I'm hoping for here. Lucky Helmet is not the card we were hoping for. I mean, it's still great. We'll put it on active. But I mean, now this turn they can evolve to Dragapult. They can attach another energy. But they can't currently knock out the Slowking unless they also boss. If they do that, kind of screwed. They haven't used any of their bosses yet, so they probably play minimum 2, Most likely 3. I don't think we saw... We didn't see from the last game how many bosses there were. We knew there was at least 1. Right now, we're at least still in the game. Last game, when they bossed, they were already ahead in prizing, and we had really nothing set up. At least this time we have something. We could also... Does Wondrous Patch get us anywhere here? Or they just boss so that way they wouldn't give us draw power? They just boss so they wouldn't give us draw power. That's kind of funny, actually. They must have whiffed the Dragapult energy. So we do not play a Crispin, so our only energy acceleration is the Wondrous Patch. Wondrous Patch attacks a basic Psychic from your discard pile to one of your bench Psychic Pokemon. So there is a world where we could set up Lily's Clefairy and take the knockout, but we would need... How much damage would we need for... Or how many Pokemon in play would we need for that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I would need to bench 3 Pokemon. Yeah, that's doable. And just every turn, I just keep dead draw. I mean, I have a somewhat... I at least have playable hands whenever we aren't item locked. I'm surprised they keep... They're getting to Recon, and I'm assuming it has to just be they're whiffing Dragapult. So there ain't no way you're not just setting up. Or just taking the attack. Or is the fire energy prized? Because they accelerated off the Crispin. Or they just draw psychic energy. They didn't even attach an energy. Oh, wait, did they fail the Crispin? Did they just draw basic energy? I was looking at another tab. I was looking at the deck list. I don't think they have... I think the other fire energy's prized. Well, if that's the case, then you just need to bring up Pheasantipity and retreat to get the fire into the discard so you can grab that. But then I'm not under item lock, so that's a whole thing. Ooh. That's a pretty... I mean, they're digging for something in the deck, because they did just Dawn for Dragapult, and they didn't do anything with it. So interesting. That's so interesting. I mean, Fez right now punches for 100 with Cruel Arrow, so they could just kill Slowking right now. I think that might be what they're going for. It's very weird. Because they typically play 3 fire energies. So that means 2 fires prize, which means it's probably not a Neo Upper energy deck list. Because why wouldn't you would just attach the Neo Upper unless you're just whiffing the Neo Upper. But they're also playing Dawn, not Hilda, so it makes me think it's not a Neo Upper build. Surely they just kill the Slowking. It'd be crazy if they put the damage onto the... Oh, I forgot also weakness there. So, I mean, but 100 damage is already enough to get them there. Still need Stadium Bump. But at least now... Is there a way I win this turn? We could easily get Clefairy in play with the Wondrous Patch. 2, 4, 6... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yes, we don't have enough to kill with it. I think we just set up some Slowkings, or some Slowpokes, and see what happens. They can't kill both of them, am I right? Actually, we could put Spectre in play and start adding damage, or... No, I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm okay benching that. I think I'm okay benching it. We'll go for Dangle Tail, but a Slowking in the end. Yeah. That should be okay. That should be okay. That should be okay. Because again, if they don't have access to a Dragapult, all they got is Cruel Arrow. And they're probably going to kill the active. I mean, we still need Stadium or Cypher. We could also... they got the fire off the prize. Okay, they got fire off the prize. We do play Meowth, right? Play one Meowth. And it is in deck. They did get that off the prizing. We'll see what they go with. I think we're okay. They at least can't win this turn. So we at least get a turn to try and figure something out here. And if they take a knockout, we also get to draw cards. So that's also a benefit. Okay, it's just Cruel Arrow to knock out the active. That's fine. Alright, we are going to push Kangaskhan just in case. We get Stadium. Alright, so right now we just Wondrous Patch, Boomerang, Arrow. I think we just win now. We just win now. Oh no, wait, we discarded Annihilate. Not as easy to win now. Not impossible to win, but not free. Oh wait, Metagross. Fucking Metagross. Okay, so just Meowth for Cypher. No, wait. Because of Stadium. Don't forget Stadium. Don't forget the Stadium. Don't forget the Stadium. I was about to forget the Stadium. A Stadium sucks. That Stadium sucks big time. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. They need to take 3. And if we could just... Even Eon Blade... We could just go for the Seek Inspiration, you know. We could just hope for the best. Could just hope for the best and see what happens, you know. Go for it. Could go for it. See what happens, you know. Let's see what happens. Could be huge. Is not. It is not huge. Alright, gotta head out for the night so I can at least try and get some good sleep for work. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks for swinging on through. Hope you have a great night. Hope work tomorrow goes well. And thanks for swinging on through. This is probably the end of the stream anyways once we finish up this game. Because we have already been live for 2 hours. Man, we just need Stadium Bump. Stadium Bump saves the game. If we can just bump Stadium. We can just bump the Stadium. Okay, now that they put the Dragapult in active, there is now a chance that we can win 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so I think we win if we can find a second energy. Okay, we find the second energy. So now we can Ultra Ball U2 away for Lily's Clefairy. We can bench Lily's Clefairy. We can Wondrous Patch to Lily's Clefairy. We can attach for turn to Lily's Clefairy. We can cure him on the bench. We can retreat into Clefairy. And then we can Full Moon Rondo for 320. Let's go. Let's go. One of the Academy at Nights were prized, but we still had 3 in deck because we play 4 of them. That's crazy that it took us that hard to get. That it was that that difficult to find. If we could have just found Stadium Bump, we would have had games so many turns before. Being a single prize, it's kind of okay to get around. And honestly, we just had a slow setup. Could have got more Slow Kings. I don't know if this ever really comes up. I don't know if there's ever a situation. Shine Knight, how you doing? Welcome on in. Unfortunately, you have showed up. You are saying hello at the end of the stream. We won't be live for too much longer. We're just gonna do some chatting here at the end about the game. But hello. Hope you're having a great night. I just don't know when this really comes up. Placing 12 damage counters. When does 12? Is 12 ever an impactful number? Because I would rather just cure him. Oh, you know, actually, I guess this is to deal with Shaman. Because this is damage counter. So okay, I actually do see if Shaman's ever in play, because Shaman stops Shaman's Flower Curtain ability, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon that don't have a rule box. So this stops Kyurem's attack because it's doing 110 damage. It doesn't stop Spectre's attack because it's placing 12 damage counters. So I guess if you do this, you're able to either A, kill the Shaman, or B, kill like a Dracloak. I guess I kind of see it. I just don't know why. I would want to play 3 Kangaskhan's. And I don't know why I would want to play Kangaskhan in general. I mean, the draw power is decent, but I feel like I would rather play 2 and play another Metagross. Because, like, the 300 damage is just so impactful in so many situations. I just feel like I would rather have 2 Metagross available, because in that one it was prized. I just feel like I would rather have an additional one available. Maybe even an additional Lily's Clefairy just to help the Dragapult. I mean, this deck is pretty much just to beat Dragapults. Yeah, or a second Meowth. A second Meowth would also be good. Because in that game, I mean, Meowth would have won it for us. It wasn't prized. It would have won the game for us, but they had Stadium in play, and we just could not for the life of us hit Academy at Night. I don't know. This does seem like a really fun deck, especially to... It deals with Dragapult really well. Which is, again, what I'm concerned with going to NAIC. I really enjoy playing Dragapult. I think I'm really good at pilot. I'm not, really good. I think I am pretty decent at piloting Dragapult, but I think I am going to have a lot of issues in the mirror matches against people who are just better at the game in general. I don't know. I feel like, realistically, if I want to do the best I can, I take the best deck, and I take Dragapult. If we take something like this, we're just hoping to win the matchup lottery and just match into the Dragapults. Or if I take Dragapult, there's a chance where I just match up into everyone who's trying to beat Dragapult. Like, stuff like Alexander stuff, and we just have a good time. I don't know. I don't know what I want to play. We need to figure it out. In most decks, I always put Meowth at 2. I mean, it's always great to have a second Meowth. Just finding the space for it sometimes is difficult. Finding the space for it is difficult sometimes. I feel like this is the same deck. I feel like the Hilda isn't really as important. We'll delete that one. All right, chat. That is going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all for swinging through. Next stream will be not tomorrow night, but I will be live Thursday night at 8 p.m. playing some Pokemon Champions. Maybe doing a half and half stream, probably maybe an hour of Champions and then an hour of TCG. I have a new team that we're going to be playing in Pokemon Champions. I'm going to be checking out the Glamora and Whimsicott. So versus me and Champs. Hey, if you're here on Thursday, absolutely, we can play some games. I tried Meowth at 1. It's always, dude, it sucks, especially if you prize the Meowth. Or what's even worse is opening Meowth. When you open your hand and Meowth is your only basic, pain. But like I said earlier, if you have not subscribed, I do owe Welsh a fight. You're not wrong, but you're not wrong. If Welsh is here, I'll play them as well. If you haven't already, like I said, over on Twitch, check out the YouTube channel. New videos Monday on Friday and new shorts daily. And if you're watching over on YouTube, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,200 subs. We are like 3 subs away from 1,200 subs. And there's a new YouTube short that you can go watch right now where we open up a pack of Phantasmal Flames. Do we get a hit? I don't know. You got to go check it out. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for swinging on through. Always a pleasure spending my night with you. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.